100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I was on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, blow on. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Express and the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. It's free. Switch it. No.
On 1st and 10, Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. To throw on second down, Fields. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, receiver. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins on 1st down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Check 43. Lucky 48.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Two. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin a alpha.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. the 49-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All day, just like that. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got it.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Mike 54.
3rd and 7.
Hey, pick your game up. Right there. 54.
Go.
54 Mike. Let him know. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Watch the slide. Watch the whip. 25, check 25.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Defense wins championship, baby. Watch the air.
Black.
Mike 54.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins on the catch. It's Crowder. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, no, easy.
52.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Yeah. Mike 58, right there. You can't block me. 58.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
57, Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm going to run you over. First. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Check. Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jam.
Quaker Omaha.
Here's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
5.
54. Mike 54. 3 buzz. Mike 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mike 5-4. Crunch time, defense. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. Steps away. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, and that will force a turnover on downs. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere. As he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Leave it, bring up 48.
I'm coming after you.
300.
Coming after you. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
54, right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch his slant. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Hurd. It's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jahan,
54 Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
2.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Ring up 48.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike
61. Matchbox lights. Through.
Shoot. Mike 54. Mike 54.
First down. Here's Cousins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
That's got to be a line.
382. Left 50.
At the 16-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Left 50.
Check the backer.
Black.
Check 31.
Bravo.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4. 24 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Yellow.
Right.
Alpha.
That's south, baby. That's baby south. 24 is the mic.
Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Tight right. 4 down.
Hey, we're good.
24 is the mic.
Watch the slant.
24 is the mic.
Hey, watch the slant.
24 is the mic.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. That goes as a... Gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
First.
24 is the mic.
Smooth.
24 is the mic.
Cousins now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
42-yard line.
Zebra.
24 is the mic. All day, punk. 24 is the mic.
You gonna get the boy?
Here's Cousins. He completes it to Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
That's the score. Redskins 17. Express nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be... A touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
24 is the mic. Hey, Ken. Double. Check. Yellow. Hey, Charlie. Slam.
Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw is Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's more on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Jerome Baker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Looking to throw. Fields. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 57's Mike. I got him.
57's Mike. Mike.
To throw again. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Redskins 31, Express 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, Fields. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, can't. Black light.
Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Cousins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better exexecution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Listen to me. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 24 is the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Third and long for Cousins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
24. Double tight, double tight. Hey, lucky 48. Check 13. Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jahan, 180. Got double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down. Check. Lucky 50.
Another carry now for Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Switch. 2. 300. 24 is the mic. I'm scared. 24 is the mic. Watch the screen.
Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Strip that ball. Save.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. A little juke. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Redskins 38, Express 20.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Quaker Omaha.
Oh, here we go. Oh, switch.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
All day.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it.
And he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Mike 54. Not here. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Steamer.
This ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This one caught by Crowder. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a gain of 28 yards. Complete to Jamison Crowder. First and goal at the 1 yard.
They come out here in the eye. So they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Running on first down, Eckler. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a jump. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back.